Hello guys, welcome to the Crypto Matrix. I'm Mr. Legend. In this video, we'll be taking a look at an altcoin, Chiliz. Chiliz is up 13% over the last 24 hours. Chiliz is up 15% over the last 1 week, and the last 1 month has seen Chiliz rally up by 23.3%. We're seeing some signs of life in the altcoin market. Altcoins are showing some little pumps here and there. In this video, we'll look at Chile's performance against the US dollar on a weekly time frame. Also look at Chile's performance against the king of the market, Bitcoin. Should we be flipping our altcoins, our Ethereum into some Chile's? We'll look at Chile's performance against Ethereum before we finally look at Chile's market cap, which is still chilling around the $600 million level. How long will it take us to get to new all-time highs? Right now, there's extreme fear in the cryptocurrency market. How will that affect the price of Chile's? We'll talk about that and more in this video. But first, guys, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. When it comes to investing, nothing will pay off more than educating yourself. Do the necessary research and analysis before making any investment decision. Let's get down to business. Chiliz currently trades around $0.04 with a market cap of around $420 million. Total supply sitting at around $10.28 billion, 10.28 billion tokens. For the all-time low for Chiliz, we saw the all-time low hitting on the 27th of September 2019. For the all-time high for Chiliz, we saw it hitting on the 13th of March 2021. We saw it trading for as high as $0.89. Right now, Chiliz is down 95% from the all-time highs. If you look at Chile's performance against the US dollar on a weekly time frame, since the all-time high came in, it's just been a trip down to Goblin Town. Yes, there have been some hiccups along the way. We have seen some rallies along the way, but it's been a trip straight down to Goblin Town. We have seen Chile's go from an all-time high in March of 2021 of around $0.89. We have seen Chile's get to as low as $0.027. We got there in November of 2025. We have not dropped to new lows since then, but Chiliz was down already 96% from its all-time highs. Now, why should we be buying some Chiliz right now? It all boils down to how bad sentiment is in the cryptocurrency market. One trick that has a 90% hit rate in the cryptocurrency market, or maybe 100% hit rate in the cryptocurrency market, is buying when there's extreme fear, when there's deep level of extreme fear in the cryptocurrency market, when there's high level of pessimism in the cryptocurrency market. That's when you should be buying. That's when you should be committing your capital, because at some point in time in the future, we're going to see great levels of extreme greed. We're going to see market participants rushing, telling you how all coins are the next best thing since sliced bread, how we're going to the moon. And that is always the time to sell for some sweet, sweet profit. Now, key levels to watch out for Chiliz. We have seen Chiliz have one of those crazy, crazy pumps in the past from the COVID sell-off, where Chiliz was down to $0.046. That was in March of 2020. We saw Chiliz rallying aggressively. Just in 1 year, it was up more than 15,000%. That's how crazy these altcoins can pump, and that's the price you pay for them being very, very volatile. They can be volatile to the downside. They can also be volatile to the upside. And before Chiliz gave us that pump, everything just looked like there was no hope. Chiliz was down bad. It was not down like 90%, but we saw it down 79%, which in the altcoin market is nothing to write home about before it gave us that 15,000% pump to the upside. But after the 15,000% pump to the upside, then comes the 96% down back to Goblin Town. Yes, there were some rallies along the way. We saw Chiliz pumping around 2022. We saw it pumping 200% here. In 2023 and 2024, we had another mini pump where Chiliz went up around 240%. So things can get good in the short term, but if you want to make that long term money, you have to be thinking long term. And those key levels I say we'll talk about first, the support levels around the $0.025 level for Chiliz. We've had some reactions for Chiliz around that key level in the past. I won't be shocked if that ends up being the bottom. If we go lower, the way a lot of market participants are predicting, then maybe Chiliz might hit that $0.02 level. From where we're currently trading right now, that's about a 50% decline, which in the altcoin market can randomly happen in 1 week, in 1 month. Only time will tell, but I'm sure the smart players will continuously accumulating Chiliz, because at some point in time in the future, guys, we are going to see it go parabolic. We're going to see it finally break above the $0.056 level. That $0.56 level is very, very important. If you look at what Chiliz did over the last few months, we tried to rally to higher prices. That's exactly where we got rejected. And when we found support there sometime in 2024, for the final bounce before we eventually capitulated. We found support at that $0.056 level. And even in 2023, before we had that 200% pump to the upside, we found some support there. On our way to new all-time highs in 2021, we still had to take a chill pill around that $0.056 level. So I'll not be shocked if we see Chiliz rallying there and just consolidating before we continue on our path to new all-time highs. And that key level I'll be paying attention to that we might see some major reactions might come in around the $0.139 level. The $0.139 level is going to be very, very important. Chiliz will have to give us one big pump to the upside where it will rally up by around 250%, which can do at any point in time. But the big one, the big target that a lot of market participants will be waiting for is when Chiliz start making its way towards all-time highs, and more importantly, the $0.54 level. From where we're currently trading right now, if it goes to the $0.54 level, we will see Chiliz go up by more than 1,100%. And that can happen very, very quickly. Remember, the altcoin market is very, very volatile, and volatility works in both directions. We can see a big pump to the moon at any point in time, just the same way you can have to stomach those big drawdowns to Goblin Town. If you look at Chile's performance against Ethereum, it was first dumping to Goblin Town. When the rally came, it was short. It was very swift, but then we saw a big pump to the upside. For Chile's, that big pump to the upside against Ethereum came in February of 2021, and it ended in April of 2021, just ended of March of 2021, just around 35 days. We saw Chiliz outperforming Ethereum by 3,000%. That's what we're in the market for. We're in the market for those 10,000%, those 20% pumps or 30% pumps. The altcoin market, with a level of volatility we stomach, we want those 1,000% pumps, 2,000% pumps, 3,000% pumps to the upside. But then, if you're one of those market participants that is buying after it has gone up 3,000%, you're putting yourself at the risk for it to dump back another 97% on you, because that's exactly what Chiliz has done since 2021. The next best time to buy might be now, guys. Don't be shocked if in the next few days and the next few weeks you see Chiliz putting one of those crazy rallies to the upside where it just pumps up 200, 300, maybe as high as 1,000%. And market participants start asking, why is Chiliz pumping? And funny enough, when it starts pumping, there will be a reason why it's actually pumping to higher prices. If you look at Chiliz performance against Bitcoin, similar story. It looked like it was dumping to Goblin Town. It looked like there was no any hope. And then in 2021, we saw it outperform Bitcoin by 2,800% in just around 35 days. It had a second wind in 2022 during the World Cup. We saw Chiliz pumping against Bitcoin by around 300 to 400% to the upside. But then it gave up all those gains, and right now we're down bad. Right now, I believe the smart players are still accumulating. Right now, Chiliz is down by more than 97% against Bitcoin since 2022. Now, Chiliz market cap sits around $400 million. Where is it heading to in the coming days and the coming weeks? I believe we can see it return back to $1 billion. We have seen it get to as high as around $4.8 billion. So for us to get to that $1 billion level, we have to wait for Chiliz to give us one of those big pumps to the upside. Key levels to watch out for as we pump towards the $1 billion level. We might get rejected around $650 million, but the $1 billion level is going to be the level that all eyes are going to be on. We have seen Chiliz rally above $1 billion levels. Sometime in 2024, we had one more rally in the end of 2024. And since then, we have not seen this altcoin trade above $1 billion. Higher than $1 billion, there's still some resistance along the way. And Chiliz might find some resistance around the $1.8 billion level, but the big one, the boss of all resistance, the one that will be able to only pass once in Chiliz price history, has been the $3.5 billion level. We attempted to pump above it in November of 2021. We got rejected there as we continue dumping to Goblin Town. Now, peradventure, there's one more flush in the altcoin market. The next place to watch out for is going to be around that $270 million level. We saw Chiliz having some reactions there in October of 2025. Even if we dump to Goblin Town, let's assume the altcoin market has one more trip down to Goblin Town. That should be a key level where a lot of B2B sets, where a lot of smart players will be attempting to buy more Chiliz. Sentiment is down bad in the cryptocurrency market. All coins are dumping. Historically, that has been a good time to buy. Drop your thoughts in the comment section, guys. Are you still buying more Chiliz right now? Do you believe on this project long term? Do you think there's any hope for us to see 1,000% pump to the upside in the future? Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more awesome videos like this. If you want to become a member, if you want to become a legend, link in the description. Members only videos coming soon, and each member will have two altcoins you can ask about, where I will do videos for. Thanks for watching this video. See you guys in my next video. Bye.